Good morning, my garden friends, and my worm friends, and my happy day friends. Happy day to everyone. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing today, and hopefully all you're going to see is my hands. I'm making worm tea, and I've made worm tea before, and I think it is the simplest thing to do. But when I was cleaning out my can of worms and doing the layering, and I had my sifter, and the stuff that wasn't going through, it was too wet or it was a little clumpy or whatever, I took it and I put it in this nice mesh bag here. Let me hold it up for you so you can see it. And it's actually a nylon bag that had cosmetics in it. And the mesh is so fine that the worm castings don't come through. So this is really, it's a 2-ingredient worm tea. Not to be confused with worm leachate, which is what comes out of the bottom of your, any of your worm farms. But this is actually worm tea, which you're taking and you are in some way oxygenating your water. The water you're going to use is going to be rainwater or water that even if you have a tap that has, your faucet water, let it sit out for 24, 48 hours. Now, normally I have about 5 pounds of worm castings that I put to a 5-gallon bucket. Since I only had just a bit left over from all of my sifting, I weighed it and it was just over a pound. So I'm going to make just over a gallon of worm tea. And that's fine for my garden. I have a small garden, so you can use this. It's a 10-to-1 ratio is what's usually recommended. So for this 1 gallon of worm tea, I would get 10 gallons plus plus this, so 11 gallons altogether of however you figure it out, of watering that I can either spray on my plants and have as a foliar, or I can just drench my plants. So let me show you this. First of all, this is my aerator. There, turn it off. It's a nifty little aerator, and I got it on Amazon, and it's called a unique life. It's an air pump. I've had it now for almost a year, and it comes with just 2 little aerators. Even if you didn't have worms, you could make a beneficial wash for your plants to go ahead and feed your soil, So normally I will rinse these off in water so that I don't have any clogging. Try not to get that on my own tea that I'm having this morning. To my rainwater that I've added my 1 pound or 1 pound per gallon of worm castings that are in here. I'm just going to let that drain a little bit. You can see it's really muddy. It's poopy. Anyway, we're going to put that over there, and that can just drain further, and good deal. But I wanted to show you, and then to that I add 1 tablespoon. Even if you're making 5 gallons, I really only add 1 tablespoon. Unsulfered. Make sure it's unsulfered, because that's really the key. If you add sulfur to this, it will end up killing the worms, kill the bacteria that's in there, from what I understand. So I got my information from Captain Matt. If you go to his website, you can look up how he makes worm tea. It is so simple. I mean, worms, no worms. You could make something really great for your soil. So 1 tablespoon goes in your water. That's your one ingredient. Your worm castings, your worm poop is the other ingredient if you're making worm tea. He also mentions that if you take water and just add a little molasses to it, when you're doing your worms, you're either spraying the top of your worms or you're adding to it. Give them just a little bit of this because worms like sweet things. So now I'm going to show you that this is great because, and by the way, I have red wigglers, so I had to go with a red funnel here. I just want to show you now, remember we started out with just plain water 24 hours ago. Look at how, I hope you can see that. This is kind of a, this is really a good twining early Irish breakfast tea. It's not a weak tea, let's put it that way. I like twining tea, and Irish breakfast is my favorite. I like a strong tea in the morning, gets me going. So here's my gallon plus. I hope everybody's having a great day. This is Saturday, February the 18th. We're really clipping along. Let's see, boy, I got more than I thought I did. And I'll notice a big difference if I go out and I pour this on my my moringa plants. I put it on my plumeria. I put it on my tea plants. But I also put it on things like my Brazilian spinach. And boy, anything that's, you know, any greens, really, it just is such a nice additive for your plants. I'm getting down to the bottom. There we go. I still have a little bit left, and I won't hold you to that. But I just wanted to show you those two things, how simple it is. With all the goodies that are left over in here, I could probably just, you know, run a little water through it, but I won't. And then what I'll do with this afterwards, this is still a viable product. I'm not going to throw out the worm castings. I will go ahead and, you know, scoop for scoop, I'll take some and I'll put it in my, just my rainwater, and I will use that to broadcast water over anything, and I will have, I'll see a really marked improvement in the days to come. And of course, for those of you who, this is still winter, you might want to wait a little bit. But as you, I don't know if you can see down there. I mean, you can see it looks like mud at the bottom of it. That's not mud. That's worm castings, and or as we call it, black gold. So anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful day and a great Saturday. And please come back and see me soon. I hope you'll subscribe and ring the bell and come back and see me, because you know I'll be here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.